use Super Mario 64 because Super Mario 64 will almost always work. If it doesn't boot, there's something wrong. Alright, y'all guys asked for it. Banjo Kazooie by Rare. Often heralded as one of the best 3D platformers of all time. And I'm not here to necessarily argue with that, so let's see what the fuss is about, shall we? I may have a save file in here already, but actually might just boot up a new game. Let's see. Yeah, 15 minutes. Let's play it. One jigsaw. I don't have anything accomplished on that file. Alright, so, story. Your little bear sister has been kidnapped. You're here to rescue her. This is Gruntilda's lair. She's the bad guy. All right. Already falling all over the place. Every one of these levels, dadgummit, has 101 of these notes. You get 100 notes, and that's a good thing. Little honeycombs are the life bars. These are the Genjos. If you collect every Genjo, it will come in during the final boss and wreck house, which I recommend. It's pretty cool. Ouch. The point of this game is it's 3D platformer, collectathon. A lot of people say Mario 64 popularized the collectathon. I don't really agree with that. I think that this game popularized the collectathon. And it kind of built on something the N64 was doing, but was not the intention of N64 hardware, if that makes any sense. Oh, I thought I got this one. You collect jiggies in the world. If you get enough of these jigsaw pieces, you can open up the next world. This is Bottles. He teaches you moves. Alright. So, again, most of this game is just figuring out how to get the jiggies. All of them are hidden behind like little quests or platforming challenges and that sort of thing. Oops. Alright. Each level usually has moves that Banjo and Kazooie can learn. We can do that by talking to Bottles, which... There we go. Time for the buzzer to learn Ancient Way of the Egg. I'm listening Beetle Breath. Hold Z and then press the top button. C to shoot egg. Sure, press the bottom C button instead and can shoot them out of his behind. So shooting eggs for a ranged attack. Mumbo tokens, which you can trade to Mumbo to do different things. Apparently I can't ground pound yet, or am I doing it wrong? Apparently I haven't learned that move yet. Okay, but we'll come back there. Alright. Now, I just recently beat this game, but I didn't beat it on the N64. I actually played it on the Xbox because Xbox 360 Live Arcade has a remaster of this game in the sense that the graphics are improved, the controls are massively improved. You actually have camera control, which is not to say you don't have any camera control in this version, but you have a lot less camera control in this version. I actually recommend you play that version. It looks better, plays better, just is better. But, you know, that's not to say you can't have fun with the N64 version. But, you know, I like how they take damage, their face gets angrier and angrier at you. It's like, look, you're not doing your job. Yeah, I don't have this move yet, but I bet Bottles will teach it to me. Beak Buster, jump into the air and then press the Z to send the... Okay, that's what I needed for the witch over there, which I guess I should have come down this first. Alright, Mumbo token. This is where Mumbo is, and you go in here eventually, and he will transform you into a different creature. In this level, it's an ant. And you'll need that to get the Jiggy in the ant hill. But we're going to do this first. Rare made a lot of games for the N64 that were quite famous. Other than Nintendo, they were probably the principal developer for the N64. They knew the hardware better than anybody else. Being a British developer, they threw in a lot of, you know, their own little signature humor. The games they produced for the N64 were some of the best. Donkey Kong 64, they made that game. They made this game. They made Conker's Bad Fur Day. They made Banjo Tooie, which is the sequel to this game, which I never really cared for as much as the original, but you know, some people swear by it as an improvement. But I'm just different, I guess. GoldenEye, which is probably the most famous game on the N64, strangely. I am stinking this up. Okay, come on. Alright, I could have sworn this is how you did this. Got it. Alright. So, 6 Jiggies down. I don't think I have all the Mumbo tokens, so can't go in the ant hive yet. Obviously, if you wanted to play like a modern successor, you have the game Ukulele, which kind of had a mixed reception. I don't really enjoy it as much as Banjo, personally. I couldn't even really tell you why. I think the levels are too big, as strange as that sounds. And being bigger, they feel kind of empty in a lot of ways. Talon Trot. This is another move I was looking for. I'm holding down the A button so they'll talk faster. I also popularized this jibber jabber talk, which is funny. Now, this game, or Mario 64, for me, Mario 64, every day of the week. But, you know, he just taught me this move, and I guess I wasn't paying attention, because, oh, there we go. So that's how you get up certain steep slopes, and he also runs faster. There's something about the pace of Mario 64. That's not to say I don't like this game. I especially got really into it on the Xbox. I don't know why I prefer that version. But there's something about Mario 64 for me. It's like the pace of the game. This game's a little slower paced. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes I prefer a slower pace. But there's something so perfect about the speed at which Mario moves in Mario 64. And just the level of precision that you can pull off things. And again, I've seen speedrunners do amazing stuff with this game. I'm not saying that you can't. But I don't know. I've done a 16-star run for Mario 64. It's an incredible game to play in a lot of ways. But this game's good. I like it. Just not quite as much as the other. I also think there's a lot more to collect in this one. And again, I know a lot of people throw Mario 64 as a collectathon. To me, that's not really... I know you collect things to progress, but collecting things is not like the focus of the game. That may seem strange whenever I say you have to do it to progress, but the only thing you have to collect to progress is... You have to have 5 of them. I don't have 5. All you have to have to progress is the stars. And in this game, there are lots of gates that you have to get through for different objects and collectibles and things. This is quite a bit different. I guess I should have got that last egg, but who cares? Alright guys, I have run to time, so I'm going to call it. I hope that you enjoyed playing through Banjo Kazooie. Excellent game. You should play it, especially if you can get the Rare Replay Collection for the Xbox One. Unfortunately, it's not for any other console but the Xbox One, but it's a good time and I recommend it. It also comes with the whole library of rare games and lots of good games on that collection. GoldenEye is not on it, but the spiritual successor to GoldenEye is, so if you're into that kind of thing, there's some, games, older games you can play, N64 games, which again, Rare kind of hit its peak during the N64 days, or you can just play some of their more modern games as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the N64. Got a few more